Welcome all to the next topic of gravitation, in which basically we'll discuss about gravitational self-energy. So let's see what is the meaning of gravitational self-energy of an object. That means suppose if you are considering an object something like this, let's say its mass is equal to m. So if you want to find out what about the gravitational self-energy of this object, the meaning of this is assume that we are constructing this object while taking small elements, like if we can divide this one into infinite number of small point size masses, and we are making this object while adding this small masses which were at infinite separation initially, and one by one we are keeping the small particle over here, and while keeping the small particle we made a system something like this. Okay, so how much amount of work is required? Once again I'll explain. Suppose if you are having like a space something like this, and first we are taking a small particle from infinity and we are keeping it over here. Then again we are taking another small element from infinity and we are keeping it over here. Next small element from infinity we are keeping it over here. Like that, while adding all these small parts from infinity to this point, we can construct an object, let's say something like this. So for doing this we need to do some amount of, performing this we need to do some amount of work. So that means for taking this particle from infinity and making an object something like this, we need to do some amount of work opposite to the gravitational force exerted by the element. So what about the amount of energy that we are spending for doing this activity? So that is known as nothing but the gravitational self-energy of this object. So potential energy, this is nothing but a potential energy of a body due to gravitational interaction forces inside the body. So because each and every particle over here is going to have a gravitational force of attraction, so because of that each and every particle is having gravitational interaction energy. So if you are adding the gravitational interaction energy of all the particle, we'll get the total energy of the system, that we call it as the gravitational self energy. Or we can say that it is work done in assembling a body by bringing its constituent particle from infinity to this particular shape and size, opposite to that of gravitational force. And or we can explain it in the other way, how much amount of energy we need to supply to a system something like this, so that we can take this particle from here to infinity. So if you want to keep this particle at infinite separation, how much amount of work we need to done, that is known as something but the gravitational self energy of this object. So we can say that this gravitational binding energy of system is a minimum energy which must be added or which must be given to a system in order that for system to cease being a gravitational bound state. Because of gravitational force of attraction, all these small individual particles are in a bounded state, and if you want to supply some amount of energy so that we can take it from at this state to infinite separation state, then how much amount of minimum energy we need to supply is known as something but it's gravitational self energy. Now the gravitationally bounded system has a lower energy. Lower energy means it is having a value of negative energy, and gravitational potential energy, then the sum of energies of its parts when these are completely separated, that means if when they are at infinite separation, so that the boundness of that system is equal to 0. Said that minimum total energy is known as nothing but its gravitational self energy. So in the coming topic we'll discuss how to find out the value of gravitational self energy of a system of particle or gravitational self energy of some specific object. Hope so that you understood whatever things we discussed in this class. If you are having any doubt, please contact. Thank you.